What's happening, family? Dr. Joe here. Hope each of you are well and blessed. I came on a few minutes early. I see you guys are saying that there are a few, I think my settings were off. It says that there are 2 videos pending. Gang, let me know in the comment section if you all are seeing me clearly. And if so, we'll stay on it. If not, I'll log off and reset it. And then that way, hopefully won't have any problems. Let me know in the comment section. All right, excellent, excellent. So you guys are seeing me normally. I know that they're okay, excellent. Okay, great, great, excellent, excellent. Okay, gang, I'm glad to see everybody. Good evening. I'm a couple of minutes early on today, and I'm glad to see you all. Salute. We're here, and at 5 p.m. promptly, we will get started. Let me know if my sound should be crystal clear, should be good and strong. You should be seeing me clearly as you are. Let me know if my sound is good, and we'll get started soon. Excellent, excellent. So glad to see everybody's face up in the place. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday evening. Good to see everybody. Good to see everyone. Yeah. Yeah. All right now. Good to see everybody. Good to see everyone. It is cold. I'll tell you guys that. It's cold. Very, very cold. All right, gang. Let me know in the comment section. Miss you to, what's that? Teresa Lumpkin. Salute. Salute to admin Angie. We've got our my reset administrator on with us out of Chicago. I bet it is cold in Chicago. Y'all know us Atlantans, anything under 50 is cold to us. You know? Send us some of that Florida heat. Please, we need it. Salute. Peggy Taylor, good to see you. The vegan veteran. Freezing in the D. I'm assuming that's Detroit. Odessa Johnson from South Carolina. How is it up there, Miss Odessa? You know, most times, you know, in South Carolina, you guys are pretty much where we are. It's cold in Texas. Yeah. Cold in Alabama. Yeah. The whole South has been cold. Yeah. It was nice on Friday. It was nice on Friday. It was nice yesterday afternoon, too. 3 degrees in Grand Rapids. Are you serious? Wow. Cold in Virginia. Gang, let me tell you something. I want to 5 inches of snow in Pennsylvania. I'm telling you, this has been the coldest winter like ever. It's been so cold. Like most times it doesn't get cold here until late January. I mean, I remember Christmases at 70 degrees. I remember that, you know, but it is what it is. Can get started in 3 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. We haven't even started already. 209 of you all are watching me live. glad to see everybody's face up in the place, baby. Yeah, I'm with you, Ellen Morrison. Definitely a cold snap. And it's been pretty, the snap won't stop snapping. I'll tell you that. Yeah, it's not even winter yet. That's a great point, Cynthia Sexton. Very good point. Miss Freddie, good to see you. Yeah, we're freezing in Atlanta. Maybe us Northerners brought the cold. I think you guys did. I think you guys did. I think you guys. I have received I'm not going to rush tonight. I'm going to take my time with y'all. So if y'all in a rush, gets to stepping. We're going to have a conversation on tonight along with information that you came to get. $4:59 be starting in 1 minute. Y'all know we don't play about time. Y'all know that. All right. What's happening, family? 5 o'clock. I hope everybody is well and blessed. Happy Sunday evening to you guys. I hope you guys are doing well. Let me first and foremost thank you all for being here. Let me start off with a bit of housekeeping. I know what I'm about to say is not directly related to Reset, but it is and connected to Reset, and I want you all to give me your attention. Several weeks ago, we had our first Black Health Initiative Healing and Health Conference. It was an overwhelming success. Many of you all who were in last session or connected to our village were participatory. However, there are many people who've waited to the last minute to say, hey, I didn't get the virtual option. When my team goes through the individuals who eventually email them, they're able to see that the links that they needed to access or to gain access was in their spam folder. So what we're going to do is we're going to extend the content for 3 extra days. The content has been available for 3 weeks. All right, I'm making that clear. A lot of people think that they can post things on the 40-day turn up site or this post like it's all one conglomerate. Where you bought your tickets from at the blackhealthinitiative.com is where you need to go. I've got people there who oversee that information, who've been helping people the last several weeks. It was scheduled to end on tonight. Most of you have already seen it. Okay. We're going to extend it 3 days to give grace for those who did not. But it's important that you all understand that's not our fault. An email going to your spam and you not checking it is not our fault. So I just want to be clear on that it will be extended. But if you have any questions, you got to go to the blackhealthinitiative.com and go to that info at the blackhealthinitiative.com and ask whatever questions. But if you check your spam folder, do that before you reach out to us. because 99.9% of people who say I didn't get anything, oh, it's my spam folder. Okay, so let's keep that in mind as we go. And if y'all are ready to rock and roll, let me know and we'll get started. Okay. So gang, on tonight, I'm so glad. I love our Sunday evenings. We have been, hold on one second, gang. Let me go yell at my children. Okay, I'm back. Had to lovingly yell at the children. Salute to all the parents. Y'all know how it is. All right, so let's go ahead and all right, let's share a link. Now, we're not going to share any links because we're going to confuse what tonight's about. Tonight is not about the Black Health Initiative. I'm just using this platform to tell you all so it is not confusing or to help convey information. If you want to go to that website, it's the same site y'all went to buy the tickets, theblackhealthinitiative.com. Go to the info at or where it has contact. But before you contact us, check your spam. If you do that, you're going to save everybody so much time. Okay? All right. Thank y'all. All right. So let's talk about why we're here on today. This is, and we're discussing reset. I'm Dr. Joe, the author and founder of the world's greatest transformational process, the 4-Day Turn-Up, the Journey 3.0 Plus, and Reset, Renew, and Restore. Reset is designed for people who've graduated from the 40-Day Turn-Up and or the Journey. The design of Reset is specifically designed for people who've come through our process. Maybe you came through both processes. Maybe you came through one. Maybe you came through what we call the grinder, which means you were a participant and graduate of the 4-Day Turn-Up. You were a participant and a graduate of the Journey, which means you're a butterfly and legend. You became a leader and you lost your way. Losing your way means you gained some of the weight back, all of the weight back. You're not as sharp as you were. Maybe you worked on your health and some of those bad habits and bad health manifestations have crept themselves back or are slowly creeping back. Some of you maybe lost 50, 60 pounds and you've gained maybe not all of it back, but 15 of it back. You've fallen off in some form or fashion, whether it's manifested in weight, whether it's manifested in lack of discipline, whether it's manifested in certain health concerns that are lifestyle oriented and they're creeping back. That's the design of Reset. The design of Reset, keep this in mind, ladies and gentlemen, is not to get you results. That's easy. The design of Reset is to help show you why you fell off the wagon in the first place, in addition to getting you results. Do I make myself clear? Let me say that again. Reset is not designed just to get you results, because if we did that, you know what would happen? I would allow individuals who wanted to come back through the 4-Day Turn-Up whenever they wanted. And y'all know we don't do that. The more than 2,500 people, and that's probably above that now, that have registered for the 40-Day Turn-Up the last time I checked, these are individuals who've never come through the process. We're trying to grow individuals. You don't want to keep a child in second grade every year. You want that child to graduate. What's the ultimate goal? The ultimate goal that I have is to take this, what God has given, share it with as many people as possible, make this highly exclusive and effective information, make it accessible to people who normally don't have access to this type of information. A lot of people say, why don't you charge? Because if I charged what this process was worth, most people couldn't afford it. That's the whole point of why we do what it is that we do, to take something that works so well and make it available, make it accessible to regular, ordinary people like you, like me, and the communities that we come from. Not trying to check nobody's pockets, not trying to count nobody's pockets. But at the end of the day, when you're able to get these type of results at the level that we're getting them, in the amount of time that we're giving them, you're talking about something that is very, very valuable. And if I had $1 for every single time I had some marketer or I had somebody saying, do you know how much money you could make? But let me tell you something. Everybody in life can't be bought. Everybody ain't out here chasing a buck. Okay? And when you can't be bought, you're not sitting around here chasing things that twinkle. I believe in my heart of hearts, and I'm taking my time on tonight. Y'all either gonna go or you're gonna sit up here and listen. I believe in my heart of hearts that when you do right by the people, seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and these things shall be added unto thee. I believe in that wholeheartedly. I wouldn't, and I did this for years. And we didn't raise a quarter, a nickel. All right. So it's very important that you all understand reset is not just to say, come on back, let's get you your results. You lost 40, you gained 20 back. You're trying to get the 20 off. It's not just about getting you with the 20 pounds that you done gained back off. No, but do you understand why you fell off the wagon in the first place? Okay. So again, for clarity, reset is designed for people who've graduated, fallen off. And when I say fallen off, you've gained the weight back, all of it back, some of it back. You've lost your discipline. You have certain habits that are creeping back in, and it's negatively impacting a lot of things with your health that you're choosing to work on. You need accountability. All right. Now, the question that I want to ask you is, why did you fall off in the first place? This is an important question because each of you are going to need to identify this before you start working on yourself. If you do not identify this before you start working on yourself again, guess what's going to happen? It's going to be this time next year. And I'm not trying to produce an environment of individuals that need me. I'm trying to produce a village of individuals who can assist me to help our brothers and our sisters. Now, this is what you all have to understand, and I want you to listen to me carefully. I'm taking my time. Whatever your problem is, whatever you're dealing with, it is spiritual in nature. Whenever you have something in your life that you're working on, and you know it's uplifting, it's positive, it's progressive, it's in alignment with your purpose, it's in alignment with the word of God. Whenever something deters you from that, is spiritual, and that spirit is not of God. For example, if you're a married man and or a married woman, and you have urges to go outside of your marriage, what's causing that urge is a spirit that is not of God nor from God. You understand that? God wouldn't have an institution and send an angel to tempt you to do something outside of your wife or your husband. I wish y'all would talk to me. So what happens in life when we're ignorant to the spiritual realm, we don't address the true problem in the dimension where it is caused. So you around here thinking the man is the problem. You around here thinking that the woman is the problem. No, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against powers, against principalities, against spiritual wickedness in high places. This is what you see going on in the Diddy case. I don't know why y'all are tripping. When you get off, go look at the tattoo that Diddy has on his back. It is a priestess that is used in voodoo worship by the name of Erzuli. Erzuli is supposed to be a protector of children and women. Okay. All of the things that Diddy was doing, he was under the power of satanic spirits. You can't do that when you're in alignment with God. It's spiritual. All the things that he was doing with Cassidy, all of the things that he was doing with her, that was sex magic. That's a form of witchcraft. Okay? So think about it for a second. You come through the 40-day turn-up. You come through the journey. You lose 50 pounds. You lose 60 pounds. You're no longer on diabetic medication. You're no longer hypertensive. You're happy. You're looking good. You're feeling good. But slowly you start to go away from the place where you were healthy and happy. Do you think that whatever caused that is something that is of God? Do you think the enemy wants you to be healthy? Do you think the enemy wants you to be off of blood pressure medication? Anything that's going to make you miserable, uncomfortable, unhealthy, unhappy is not of or from God. So the point that I'm making is this: how would you get to a place to where you're healthy, where you're happy, where you understood everything that it took to get there, but you slowly give it away? That's spiritual. That's the byproduct of the enemy. But Dr. Joe, just tell me how to register, hush, and leave. And you need to listen. I'm taking my time. You need to understand that you need reset because you have allowed yourself to fall from a place that you never should have let go of. And you have to understand that. And before you even go back to work on yourself, that has to be identified. Dr. Joe, how is the process called reset executed? Reset is executed by taking the best elements of the 40-day turn up and reincorporating it. Meaning what? For those of you all who get a seat in reset, you're going to have pre-work. When is it going to start? February. Every Sunday evening in February, we're going to have pre-work sessions to get your mind right. There's going to be a special reset workbook. Hold tight. Let me go show it to you. Here's the workbook. This is a workbook. It's called Reset, Renew, Restore. This workbook has 7 chapters. And the purpose of this workbook is to help you identify why you fell off the wagon in the first time. Chapter 1, reset. Chapter 2, addictions. Chapter 3, correcting your mindset. Chapter 4, the price of your pain. Chapter 5, unseen power. Chapter 6, taking the plunge. Chapter 7, tracking and accountability. So when you are in reset during the month of pre-work, not only are you going to have access to all of the sessions, the pre-work sessions, but you're going to be going through this workbook during pre-work. The goal is to, by the time pre-work ends, you already know why you fumbled the ball. So when you go back through the 40-day turn up, we'll get to that, you will be entering that amazing process that clearly worked for you, but you'll be starting it having had a new revelation as to why you messed up the first time, so you won't do it again. Do I make myself clear? Are you with me? Do you follow me? All right. So number 1, pre-work. 2, book. Now, this workbook, watch this, watch how brilliant this is connected to an online course. So at the end of every chapter, you're going to read the chapter, watch the course. I'm on the course giving you all of the commentary of what you should have seen to ensure that you're keeping up. Guess what? Nobody's going to make you go through this. I'm not going to be sending text messages to you, emails to you saying, did you read chapter 2? And as a matter of fact, you don't even have to get the book if you're that trifling. This part of the process is on you. If you go through this book, I promise you, you will have identified why you messed up in the first place. Pay attention to what's happening. We're not just trying to get you results. We're trying to show you why you messed up to even need them in the first place. Do you follow me? Do you got me? Now, when March comes, so when February is over, you will have gone through pre-work. We'll have all of our sessions on Sunday evening. You'll be going through the Reset, Renew, Restore workbook, right? Then when March comes, guess what's going to happen? You're going through the 4-day turn-up again. But you're going through it in a different way. Okay? So when March comes, you're going to have a brand new, fresh, sparkling group. Just like when you came through the 40-day turn-up and you had a coach and you had 8, 9, 10, 12 other peers, you're going to have the same opportunity again. You're going to have a new group, new peers, and you're not going to have a coach. You're going to have what's called a champion. Champions are to reset what coaches are to the 40-day turn-up, but they're trained differently. Do you understand? You're dealing with a different crop of people, so it requires a new layer of training. So you're not just watching classes. No, you're ex-gut and butt, about to be another gut and butt until we save you this time, are going to be in a new group, new peers, fresh champion, trained. You're going to go through pre-work. You're going to go through Reset, Renew, Restore. And you're going to go through the 4-day turn-up again. And we're going to track your weight every week. And we're going to be sure that you do everything that you're supposed to do through the entire process. Day after day, after day, after week, after week, after week. So Reset is almost an even better version than the 40-day turn-up. And I'm going to tell you how I know this. Because people do just as good. The attrition is less. The same amazing numbers that we got in the 4-day turn-up, we're getting them in Reset. And that's a direct reflection on our amazing leadership. My Reset administrator, Angie Bingham, chef's kiss. Mwah! She's amazing. Her whole team is totally different. The structure, how it's done, how it's executed is totally different. She's got engagement leaders. She's got individuals who are there hovering to answer y'all's questions, regardless of how redundant they can be. And I'm not being cute or coy. She's got technology folks. She's got all kind of stuff. I don't even know what Angie got over there. Salute to Angie. I mean, it's just a beautiful place. Does everybody follow me? Do you like what you're hearing? Let me know in the comment section. Now, when we went through the 40-day turn-up, the group was executed, if you remember, all 500 of you all are watching, on what? Facebook. Does everybody remember that? Now, Reset is not executed on Facebook, so you don't have to worry about that. Reset is 100% executed on the back end of Kajabi. Kajabi is the same technology that we use to register people. to hold your information, and to contact you. Kajabi has its own interface that allows all of us to connect all on the same place. It's got what's called circles. Before and after pictures, Dr. Joe updates, champion inner circle, supervisor circle, food pictures, questions and answers, reset winners, course shortcuts, workout circles. So all of the things that we had on Facebook are going to be on your own customized app to where we'll be able to communicate with y'all right here. Videos, all the coursework, all of the pictures, all of the accountability, all of the connection is all done here. No more Facebook. No more registering for the process and then you have to navigate to Facebook to be executed. No, all in one place. So once you register, you're already where you need to be, and we'll just have to train you to show you and to teach you how to use all of the technology that we have. We've done this twice, and both times it was seamless. It is so effective that we're looking to convert one of the 40-day turn-up groups to this as well soon. But we're only doing 2 40-day turn. We only got one more group because this group is just about full. It closes tomorrow. So you got pre-work. You've got the 40-day turn up magic, baby. You got the reset, renew, restore. You're going to get a brand new group. Fresh champion, fresh peers, brand new tech, all of tracking, accountability, community, all of the stuff that you got in the 40-day turn up and the mechanisms in place to help you find why you fumbled the ball. All right, I'm taking my time. Stay with me. Okay, 521 of you all watching me live. Now, who can participate in the reset? All graduates of the 40-day turn up or the journey, and your last graduation was prior to 2025. Now, I'm going to need to explain this because y'all like to see what you like to see. If you came through the 40-day turn up and or you came through the journey and you graduated in both and or one of those processes, and that happened prior to 2025, January 1, you can come through reset. You have to have graduated from the 40-day turn up, and or you have to have graduated from the Journey 3.0 Plus or the Journey before it was. You have to have graduated from one or both of those processes, but the last time you graduated has to be before January 1, 2025. Do I make myself clear? Don't ask me when registration is starting. I want to know, am I clear on what I'm saying? I'm going to get to that. Why not the same year? Because that's how we do it. You have to be a year removed. Why? Because you got to learn how to keep this. It's 2 problems that y'all have. I want you to pay attention to me. One problem is you never learn what you need to learn to make a permanent change in your overall lifestyle. And one of the reasons why is because you didn't stay long enough. A lot of y'all got out too quick. A lot of y'all came through the 4-day turn up and you hit your goals and you got out and you didn't realize that your body may have changed, but your mind didn't change. Some of y'all should have gone to the journey. And then some of you should have been in some element of leadership after that. It takes time before some folks can get it, and everybody has a different timeline. Here y'all getting all these scenarios. If I graduate 4-day turn up in November, but journey in July of 25, you're not eligible, right? If I graduate from the 4-day turn up in November of 2024, but journey in July of 2025, I don't even see how you were able to go through the journey in 2000. You shouldn't. If you're going through the journey in July 2025, you're not needing a reset. How did you even get? I don't even know how that happened. But anyway. Now, for those of you all saying, yeah, I think that's what happened to me. I needed more time. That's fine. It takes time. It's easy to get sucked up into bad habits. And the longer you can stay, the better you're going to be. You must have graduated from the 40-day turn up and or journey prior to January 1, 2025 to be accepted in reset process. Yes, ma'am. That's it. Somebody says, especially when you're doing things that when you're around people who are not doing the same thing. Yes. But see, when you're doing things, when you're around people who are not doing what you're doing and they impact you to do what they're doing, it's a reflection of what you're not doing. Because what it means is you're still impressionable. If I go out and everybody around me is drinking, I'm not drinking. Why? Because I chose that. If everybody's smoking, I'm not smoking. If I'm around 100,000 men who talk to their women or to their wives disrespectfully, I'm not doing that. Because I know who I am. And that's the point I'm trying to get you to see. You should be able to be around people who are doing any and everything and you're not swayed. And the reason why you can't do that is because you haven't spent enough time. That's the point I'm making. Okay. All right. Now, let's talk about the cost. Number one, there is no formal cost to reset. The people who just graduated, iRise and resetters, sowed their seeds. God bless them. It was one of the most difficult fundraisers ever because we were going through a process when the government was shut down. We were off of our mark in terms of our goals, but those people gave. And God bless each of them for doing that. So because they gave, this opportunity does not have a cost, meaning what? I'm not collecting money to say, you give me X and then I'm going to give you this. No. There's no cost. There is a $15 registration fee. 40-day turn up is $10. Reset is $15. We use more technology, more bandwidth for reset, as I have explained. This book does not come with the registration $15 fee. This book is $20 if you decide to buy it. I want to be crystal clear. In the event, at the end of the process, you finish, I'm going to ask everybody to sow a $200 seed, no less than that, or more, however they feel, to our nonprofit organization. You'll be able to take that money that you sow and write it off against your taxes. This should not be unfamiliar to you, because y'all know that's exactly what we did when you came through the 40-day turn up. I want to be crystal clear. There's no charge for the process. There is a $15 fee for reset. It is not inclusive of the workbook, which is $20 US. And at the end of the process, I will ask for you to sow a seed. If you decide to do so, it's your choice. If you decide not to, that's also your choice. Am I clear? Dr. Joe, what about all the people that come through and they don't give? They don't give. What am I supposed to do? What about all the folk who are there for 5 weeks and they leave? What about them? It is what it is. I just made myself as clear as I could be. Okay. What I love about this is something that anybody can afford. Everybody can afford free. All right, now let's talk about how do you sign up? All right, now what I've done is this link is open. If you take your phone, and for those of you all who don't have your phone, you may be watching this from your phone, don't panic, okay? Because I'm going to put this in the this QR code that you see on the screen goes to reset. See that? And you register here. It says eligibility. Must have completed the journey, the 40-day turn up, or any RD group prior to 2025. Already gone over that. Okay. Registration is going to close on December 31st, but I have a feeling the seats won't last that long. All right. Now, I'm going to take this same link and I'm going to put it in the comment section. I'm going to pin it for those of you all who can't access this as well. Okay. Now, here we go. And I'm going to pin it. Let me go over to you. Do y'all see that by chance? I think I may have to do it on YouTube. All right, there we go. I see it. All right, I just pinned the message. Let me know in the comment section that it's pinned. Can you all tell me that if you do see it pinned, it should be pinned in the comment section, as well as you should be able to see the QR code. It should be both. Okay, excellent. Now, when you're registering, gang, listen to me. You have to put in accurate information. You got to put in your email correctly. You can't mistake a dot with a comma. You can't put a space where there's no space. You got to give us the right email. You got to give us the right name, and you have to give us the right and correct telephone number. If it asks you something about Facebook, put in whatever, but just know that this isn't going to require Facebook, but just go through the motions of that in the event that it asks that question. Okay. Well, for those who, all right. Well, I guess we know what we do. We should create a group for those who graduate in 2025. Gang, listen, if you graduate in 2025, a lot of you are going through the journey. A lot of you are in 40-day turn up elite, which means you're going to have access to all of the pre-work. You're going to have access to all of the master classes, and y'all have a group. You have an accountability group. It's too fresh. Okay, let's keep that in mind. All right, now, what else was I saying? Give us the right information. Don't fat finger it when you're putting in your email. Take your time to be certain it's right. Before you hit submit, look back over that email. Look back over that phone number, because what happens is if we can't contact you, we're going to then call you or text you. Your phone number and your email address is essential to you getting, for us assigning you, because if you don't respond to us, we can't get you to your. I have not been invited to 40-day turn up elite. Well, it's no need of me even talking about that, because 40-day turn up elite is closed. So it's no need of me even explaining that. If you know, you know. I'll go back over that. The 40-day turn up elite is an exclusive process that was given to all of the iRise 40-day turn up graduates who decided to go on to the journey. It was 1,136 of them that say, hey, I'm moving forward to the journey. They automatically will be a part of 40-day turn up elite. 40-day turn up elite starts. I got a coordinator, super coach Kimberly Bell Bundy, and 4 other super coaches, 2 males and 2 females. That process starts in January. We go to pre-work in February. 40-day turn up and reset starts in March. We'll be graduating in mid to late April. Okay? Okay, gang? Does anybody have any questions that are germane to what we're talking about? Correct. You already have a reset book. You do not need to purchase another one, Miss Karen. No, ma'am, you do not. Please don't purchase another one. That one that you have will be just fine. No need of getting another book. Okay. Do you have to use the same email as you use when you're in the 4-day turn up? I'm not certain. I wish I knew that answer. I'll get it, but I don't have that. Okay. The March date, I believe, is whatever the first Monday in March is, which is March the 2nd. All right, now I'm about to close things out. Where can we access the link? It's in the description. The QR code is also on the screen as we speak. Again, the registration link is pinned in the comment section, or you can use the QR code on the screen. The registration link is in the comment section. It is pinned, or you can use the QR code on the screen for clarity. I don't know how to use the link. You know what? I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. All right, Kimberly. I don't know what to tell you. I can't put the link on a banner because it's not going to hyperlink it. All right. The reset book is going to be available to you guys on the other side of the new year. You don't have to worry about that now. The top of the year, we'll open up the order forms. I don't think it's on the website. I don't think it's available. It may be, it may not be, but don't worry about that. You'll have plenty of time. I want y'all to keep in mind, Dr. Joe, if I register for reset, when will we hear from you? At the top of the year, so in about 2 weeks, right after January 1, you'll start hearing from us, and we'll start giving you update messages and giving you a rundown. Okay. We're ending 40-day turn-up registration tomorrow. So that group will be closed. And so we had 2 weeks for that. And we're going to do 2 weeks for reset. And once reset is closed, it'll be by or before this year's over. And then you'll start to hear information from us at the top of the year. We're going to talk about detox and all of those things later on. Don't even worry about that. Okay. All right. I think I've addressed all of the questions. It looks like the link is working. All right, gang. I've enjoyed you all on this evening. It's 5:50. We were able to go over everything. I took my time. I didn't rush. Me and my amazing team look forward to work with you guys at the top of the year. It's going to be an epic year. There are a lot of great things that we have in store. Until next time, you all be well, be blessed, love each of you, and I'll see you on the next one. Salute.